YouTube, good morning traders, good morning everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, maybe you'll find your Valentine here on this stream with gold or NASDAQ. I want NASDAQ to be my Valentine today, so we'll ask politely. And it'll hit our stop loss. I like gold, man. Gold wicked that sell side liquidity, started to pop, but I like that selling pressure a little better today so far. Well, I liked the buying at first, but sellers are clearly active. I want to see a strong dump on gold here. It's trying to hold though, so again, be careful shorting the bottom of a range, guys. We don't want to be trying to short the lows or buy the highs. We want to be patient. I ended up buying the lows before, and even though I stopped out, I was able to get out of one position for profit and got out of that last position for nearly break even. So just a matter of being patient, letting the market come to us and seeing if we have a proper setup that we can trade and get a good entry on. Right now on gold, I would wait for like a 15-minute to close. We have 2 minutes. If this 15-minute closes as a basing, which would close somewhere above this 29.37, I will look for more longs. Without closing somewhere up there, I will not. NASDAQ and ES, guys, we're waiting for the market to open on those two. We have about 18 minutes left till market opens, so we're just being patient. Look at that gold finding some buying. Pretty big buyer. Minute 53 left on the 15.
Made that paper.
Made that paper. Get that paper money, bro. Platinum's still selling off, so until I do start to see platinum start to pull back, that might help with our gold trade. Look at gold. I really like that buyer. This big buy bubble right here. If I take a re-entry, that's sort of what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'll take that on gold again. Look at that. Look at that. Woo. It's good to have the right direction. Just got to know when to.
Out way early.
Nice. Oh, man. I wanted the 15 to close as a red basing, though. So we still got 40 seconds left. Looks like it's just trying to move. Broke this level. It's 29.40 finally, guys. 29.40 broken. Boom. Boom. We bring the boom. Oh, wow. Gold. That's crazy. All right. Looking for a retest. If we close up here, it looks good. Ten seconds left on this 15 to close. It is closing. Tough spot. Tough spot. I'd be careful on that 15-minute close. That's crazy gold. Where was that level of support? 41? If we could get back down here, that would be ideal for longs. 30-minute, 15-minute, 90-minute. It's like, again, guys, every time longs look good on gold, they end up folding. So if anything, if we just stay patient, eventually the market's going to give us a new entry. So if we look at FVG, get rid of that replay mode for a sec, and see if we either continue and create this fair value gap, and that will be my entry, or we pull back, and I'm going to get this entry right here. Either way, we're not jumping into any markets because we want to wait for the reaction. This 41 area, that was a really strong area. A 1 minute fair value gap right here. I wanted to see gold continue so we create a 5 minute fair value gap. But if we don't, then I'm just going to wait. We're just going to wait. Gold, some resistance, nothing too strong. Now I'd want to see if we have any price levels to the upside on gold, and we don't really have much. We don't have anything to the downside either. So we're just going to wait on gold, see if anything, maybe news comes out, but we're going to wait. Took that as quickly as it broke. Nice. Good job, Marcus. So look at this resistance level, this 131 on the negative delta at that 2942 area. So look at that. The more we break down on this 5 minute, the less of the odds of us having a 5 minute fair value gap. We're trying to hold that level of support. I like this. I like these longs here. There we go. Give me a break higher. Beautiful. I want to see a big volume bubble here on Bookmap. That will help with the confirmation that we should continue higher. I did a re-enter at 2941.80 on a gold contract, just one contract. Really looking for this minute 40 to continue higher. I might get out here for a scalp. There we go. I'd like to see us break out of this demand zone that we wicked out of for a moment. There we go. Boom. Huge. There we go. Big, guys. Big. This is my entry point right here. Building some support under us. I want to see that hold. We are near that key level, which is the top of the demand zone, 2944.70. So I want to see a firm break above that to hold these longs. If we don't, we might stop out. So 41, where are we? 44.70, 44.70. We're getting close to it. $44.70. That's where VWAP is too, right there. $44.70. It looks like. So we're gonna level of resistance up here. Got to be careful. Looking for a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a piece of that gold longs. Yeah, no, I don't like the resistance we keep running into. Remember, guys, every time longs do look like they want to continue, we end up pulling back. We're going to let this 5 minute close. We have 15 seconds left, and the market also opens in 11 minutes. So we're going to be patient on that. YouTube guys, hit that like and subscribe. Drop any comments if you're in any trades right now. It is still pre-market, though. So I do like that we closed green on that. So we are going to be patient. The delta's pretty weak up here. Let's check our footprint chart. Point of control is obviously moving higher at this point. Good volume, good positive delta coming out of here. Come on, give us a break. It looks like it's ready to break. Got to be careful on this, guys. Come on, gold. Nope, it's struggling at this level of resistance. Be patient. 2944.70. Really need that break. 2944.70. I wonder if... There we go. Boom. Insert column, time and sales. Nice. Now the question is, do we want to continue a little bit, or do we want to break this and then drop, which we have unfortunately been doing? Minimum size, I want 4. Nice. Huge. Give me one more pop. All right, I'm out of 1 contract. I'm holding 1 left. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So nice, I longed it twice. We just hit that level of resistance, that imbalance up there. Be careful. I'm watching time and sales right here. I want to see if there are any aggressive buyers or sellers. Let's do minimum 3. Oh, let's go, guys. Let's go. Love some gold trades. Love some gold trades. Keep it running. Keep it running. Let's go gold, guys. Huge. 46.50 is being sold. Boom. There we go. Price being accepted at higher prices. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to get out right there into strength, guys. That was a huge trade. Nice pullback. Nice comeback. Could look to ride that momentum still. And remember, guys, I was originally looking for a 2-hour to close with a big, longer, lower wick. And that's exactly what we're getting. Now, I'm getting out here because we are potentially running in some resistance. But look at the support that's forming and the large buyers that are active. So we are definitely going to be continuing to look for longs on gold. We just got to find a nice new entry. I ended up taking longs here, guys, instead of the 1-minute fair value gap down here, because this is the point. Look at this, I'll show you guys. This 44, the 41, that price level I was talking about like all morning, it was resistance. We broke it with strength, and we flipped it. So once we came back into it, which was around 9:15-ish, right over here, right over here, right here. So look, we could see on Bookmap that this was a very strong level, resistance. It worked as resistance. We flipped it, and then it came back to it, and it worked as support. That's a great way to use Bookmap to find some nice entries and some nice scalps, too. Look at that. I'm glad I got out into some strength. We're going to be patient on this. We're going to let the market open at this point. We have about 6 minutes till market opens. Pretty wicky on ES and NQ right now. VIX is trying to move lower. We're just going to sort of let it open, let the market do its thing. Good morning, Preacher, Siva. What's up, Marcus, Kavitha? What's up? Good morning, guys. Crude finding some support. Gold looks still good to continue. Now, I like on gold is we do still have that 5-minute fair value gap down here. Now, because we have our shift in market structure and a fair value gap, I do want to see if we could pull back. Because we also have, if we're looking at our footprint chart, we'll turn the drawings off for a second. Look at our footprint. These price levels, this is an imbalance. This is 3 stacked imbalance price levels. Same with up here. This was bearish price imbalance. So we got a little bit of a rejection once we started to fill it. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Let's go buyers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Love it, guys. Great stuff. Really like to see it. If you guys got any questions, you guys know to feel free to let me know. And let me know if you guys want me to cover anything different. I know, obviously, gold, oil, NASDAQ, ES, these are my bread and butter, is how I make money in the market. But if you guys want me to cover anything, you guys want me to cover stocks or options, whatever you guys want, I will cover. I have a very wide range when it comes to stock market education, hence why I work with people like Bullishbrs, Benzinga, Edgeful, all these different platforms. Not just because I'm fun to work with, but because I do have a vast knowledge. With that being said, That's why I like to do what I do. I like to pass on that knowledge and help you guys succeed as well. Look at gold, man. Damn. It's funny. Good morning. What's up, Marcelo? What platform are you using? Those imbalances on the right screen. I'm pretty sure if you're looking at the right. Oh, are you looking at trading view on the right-hand side over here? I think so, because you're probably referencing the footprint chart. So I'm going to turn off the drawings for a second, and we're going to look at our footprint chart. Now, to use the footprint chart, you do need TradingView Premium. And with that being said, oh, what happened? With that being said, you would then come over to your bar style, and you would come down to volume footprint. Now, what I like to do is I like to favorite it, so it's always right here on top. That way, I could switch between candles and footprint just like that. Now, the footprint chart does give us a few different ways we could use it. And I do want to actually, I'll send a link right now for you guys. Oh, are you kidding me? I hate when it makes me sign in. I'll show you guys real quick, YouTube, because market still isn't open yet for another couple minutes. If you do TradingView, let's do, what's it called? Footprint. Let's see if I'm the first one to come up. I'm not. I'm like the 5th. This is the one you want, though, guys. I cover everything in it. I cover the different types of footprint charts you need, the plan needed, footprint basics, like what it shows, different settings that I use. But I'll cover that right now for you anyways. So right now we're looking at the footprint, and right now it's blue. The reason it's blue is because it's showing us the total volume. So this is the total volume on this candle at that price level. Now, if I wanted to look at delta, well, let's start off with buy and sell. Buy and sell shows us obviously red is sellers, green is buyers, and whatever the delta is would be the buyers minus the sellers. So right here at the 66 buyers, 95 sellers, this should be about like negative 29 if I'm doing the math right that quickly in my head. And negative 29, right? So it's a negative 29 negative selling delta. So that's how you could use delta to find buying and selling. I like to use total volume, because that also gives me an idea of where the point of control is as well, and if we're getting some aggressive buying coming out, or if we have some weak buying, which might be a bit of a red flag for me. They also added recently the ladder. Now, I didn't cover this in the video I made because they literally added this maybe like a week ago, and I haven't even gotten to break it down myself. Now, obviously, look at the difference in the ladder versus the delta. It's not really showing the sellers over here because there aren't that many. Whereas on the sell-off, it's not showing many buyers because there aren't that many. So that's sort of how the ladder works. It is a little bit, in my opinion, a little sloppy on the screen, but I could understand getting used to it and using it. But I personally like to use the delta, and the way I like to use the footprint chart is I like to look for the heavy volume. I like to look for our point of control, which is the black level, and I like to use these imbalance levels as well. Now, those imbalance levels, we see imbalance is at 300%, highlighting, and then stacked levels. So if we turn that off, that gets rid of those stacked levels for us. If we turn it back on, it adds them back to our chart for us. So point of control is important, this black level. See how it's all blue except that one black price? That's our point of control. That's where the most volume was traded. So what I like to do is if we're looking for longs coming out of demand, I'll want to look to see if that point of control is breaking some other recent points of control. So this one right here at 29.42, our most recent highest point of control is down here. So we broke that. We closed above it. We're back. We're bullish. We're looking bullish. That's how I like to use point of control. Everything in the market, tools, indicators could be used different ways. It's all a matter of, oh, market's open. It's all a matter of using and finding something that works in your favor. Guys, gap fill trade is not a trade we're looking for. Market opened and filled the gap in a second because the gap was about 2 cents. Well, a tick can't be 2 cents. Let's check our screener, guys. What's happening in our screener? It's not giving us much information just yet, so we'll wait. Good morning, everybody. Absolutely, man. You got it. You got it. So guys, before Marcello was asking about the footprint, and that's sort of what I was just covering. Guys, don't forget, if you are looking for any one-on-one coaching or some mentorship or even just like a program to help get you started, I do offer one-on-one coaching mentorship, and I do also have the Futures Masterclass. Now, guys, it's $400 for the 8-week program. We are going into week 7 already. Once the 8-week program is done, I'm bumping this price up to $1,000. I will run sales on it, but Bullish Bears members, you will get free access to this through the Next Level library. So you'll only have free access to this if you have the Bullish Bears lifetime membership or if you buy it from my website. But regardless, good price, last minute price for you guys. We got 2 weeks left while we're running it. A really great program, great stuff. And of course, 8-week hands-on mentorship that comes with the Futures Beginner Masterclass, 2 one-on-one sessions a week for about 2 months. Really great stuff. All right, Edgeful, here we go, finally. Nice, look at that, guys. This is pretty cool. So gap fill, not filled, bearish. ES, filled, bullish. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I like that. Let's see what is crude oil's gap fill? 15 cents. It's at 71.41. 71.41. Let's make sure that's right. Gotta make sure everything's right. Where is, I don't even know what today is, Thursday. Okay, here's our 4 o'clock, and yeah, 41, perfect. So that's our gap fill on crude, and that would have us bearish to fill that gap. There we go, crude, give us a pullback. I'm sorry, gold, gold, give us a pullback. Now let's also look to see bookmap, bring bookmap back up. And I don't want to miss anything on ES or NQ, but right now, guys, rocking a hard place, right? We're in a 3-hour supply on ES, right? Look at the supply zone. Last time we were here, price dropped like crazy. So right now we're chopping until we get a real break of this zone. We do have a 2-hour potential basing candle here, but it doesn't have any upper wick at all, so not really a big fan. Crude oil. I'm sorry, I keep calling gold crude. I don't know why. I was a much heavier trader in crude oil than I was on gold. That's probably why, but I love trading gold lately. Let's see. ES struggling. NQ struggling. That's why I said rocking a hard place. We don't like no trades here on ES or NQ. We might have a demand zone right here on NQ, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Bring up bookmap on NQ. Whoa, it's an ugly bookmap. Probably just keep an eye on gold then. Staying patient on gold. I like that we broke and closed above this demand zone. Now I would just want to see us create a higher low. Now, we had a little bit of a market structure shift here. So we have a fib level. Not really. 61 falls down here. So look at this, guys. This is also now, here's a little trick on how I use session volume delta. So this right here is our session accumulated, and it is our session range volume profile. So this is just a regular volume profile, just like this one. However, this one is set to be on delta, so it only shows delta. Before I was showing the volume, and now showing versus delta. So now I have the full volume and I have the delta on those price levels. So I see that between 29.41, which was our level of support before, and 29.38.40, we have some strong buyers over here compared to the sellers before. So that's sort of what makes this price level interesting to me, because I want to see if we could come down there and maybe rebalance. Plus, we have a pretty light level at 29.41 on the volume profile that we're going into right now. Full port longs. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's see. 15 minute, 30 minute, 45, 90, 1 hour. Look at that. It filled that little void of volume and it's trying to hold. I'm going to wait a second just to make sure we don't dip again. If we don't dip again, I will take a long position. But if we dip again, I'm not taking it yet. Nope. Nope. Trying to hold that. I like it. But we're going to wait. We're going to be patient. We got 2:30 left in the 5 minute. There we go. Give me something. Give me something, please. Nope. We'll wait for our level then. Check our footprint. I like that they call it footprint, by the way. Why do I like that they call it footprint? I don't know. Don't ask. No, it's interesting because it's like the market's leaving footprints for us to follow. Yeah, I'm going to try along here with the tight stop loss. Stop at the low of this current 5. That way I could stop out and re-enter if it stops me out. But we'll be a little patient. Yeah, it's looking like a stop hunt. We'll be a little patient on our next entry. Minute 39 left. Sellers are trying right here. Yeah, we'll stop out of that real quick for a sec and see if we can get a re-entry somewhere a little cleaner. Okay, so we have our imbalance right here. So that's, again, what I'm looking for on gold to hold. Good morning, guys. YouTube, hit that like button. Twitter, I don't know if you guys have a like or comment button, but you let me know. There we go. Some holding. ESNQ chopping around. Really want to see gold dump into this area right here. It's getting close. The delta wasn't too bad to the downside. Look at that. Much stronger buying delta than selling delta. And the volume on this candle was pretty low. Okay, we're coming into that delta range that I had before. 25 seconds left. Not a fan of that. We're going to be patient. We're going to wait. Just going to wait. Yeah, we're going to be waiting on that next 5-minute candle, guys. We want this 5-minute candle to push lower, find some support down here for us to go long. Now we do have, I suppose we have this order block right here too. I don't like having all of these rectangles on the screen. It gets so messy. So maybe we'll get rid of the fib. Get rid of some other stuff too. Trying to find support here. There we go. There we go. Oh, that was a big bubble, buying bubble just hit right there. I'm going to take some longs just off of that buyer. Got to be careful. My stop loss. We'll be careful with the stop loss. This is where it filled me. Got to be careful. This is a point where buyers were trying to hold. So stop loss maybe 38, would be a good spot. Where am I at? 39.20? 39.20. Like 39.20 right up in here. Oh, and you know what? Maybe I'll keep the stop loss a little below those imbalances. Because I don't want us to come into this and hold this zone right here and stop me out right in the zone. So we're going to be patient. We saw that buyers are trying to hold. We see this as a level of support. You could dip into it to grab some liquidity. We're going to be patient as patient can be. Take a look at our different time frames. 15-minute. Would like the 15-minute to push back higher, finding some support and buying pressure here. I'd like to see this flip these negative deltas. There we go. I want to see point of control move higher. Okay, not bad. I'm fairly concerned with the follow through, but we're going to be patient on this, guys. I want to see this volume pick up here. This 100, I want to see it hit 150. Then I want the next price level to form. I want that to hit 100. Like, we want good volume coming out of it. We always hear about traders talking about good volume in the market. What do they mean? This is what they mean. They're looking for good volume, whether you're using Footprint, Bookmap, whatever the case may be. They're using an order flow tool to take advantage of the market. Boom. Boom. Let's go, guys. Huge. Huge. Holy crap. We're going to be holding this trade, guys. Oh my God. Beautiful. 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 Look at the support below us coming out of this demand zone, creating a higher low. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's run it up, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski. I'm going to look to get out of one contract at this point right here. That was crazy. That was a crazy little run right there. I told myself I'd hold, so we're going to wait. We got 1:17 left. We are finding some resistance up here. I'm considering getting out of at least one contract because it was a very quick move in my direction, and we know that a lot of times the market will bat those down. Let's let our 5 close. We got a minute left till that 5-minute closes. Oh, yeah, look at the sellers coming back. Let's see what's our delta like on this candle. I want to see this delta close very green. So we have about 46 seconds left. Sellers are trying to bring it back. We're going to be patient. Oh, big seller right there. Big sellers. Big sellers. Holy crap, look at that. Here we go. Not a fan of these sellers. I'm thinking it might be a little bit of a stop run. I'm going to be patient on this, guys. Look at this, 200 volume, 200 volume, 200 volume. I wanted to see good volume come out of this zone, and it is giving that to me, but the follow-through is getting very weak, so I'm just going to stay patient. 3 seconds left on this 5-minute. Really concerning for the longs, but we're just going to wait. We're just going to wait. It might stop hunt this 15-minute low and then continue, I'm thinking. All right, I'm going to let the market do its thing, guys. I'll be back in a half a second. I'm sure it's going to. Bookmap looks bullish. Yup, you know it. You know it. I know Bookmap, we're holding this level of support down here. We got some good buying delta, but the issue is we did have a lot of sellers earlier. Buyers keep trying to come in, but sellers keep trying to bat it down. That's sort of been the long and short of it this morning on gold. Every pop ends up popping, but then it ends up dropping. Yeah, definitely not a fan. We're going to be patient. My stop loss is at 38.50. I'm going to move it up. The 39.50. 39.50 stop loss. Like right here is my stop below the level of support. So if this trade doesn't hold up and we want to continue lower, I'll be out. If we want to hold and create a higher low after we created this lower time frame higher high, then I'm going to be in it. That's simple. Guys, I will be back in a second. Give me 30 seconds. Grab a water, stay hydrated, show some love. Happy Valentine's Day. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Come on, gold. Buyers keep trying to step in on gold, but sellers keep absorbing it and keep knocking it down. We do see some heavier buying than selling, but we just have to be patient. Now, again, like I said, sellers, every time buyers try to step in today, sellers knock it down. 30-minute, excuse me. Could maybe wait for the 30-minute to close. 90-minute, 45, 1 hour. Yeah, not looking good on these longs right here, guys. Higher time frame is suggesting bearish. I'm going to be patient on these longs, still in them. We're breaking that level of resistance, and boom, big stop out right there. All right. Let's see that first stop of the day on gold. Well, stopped out of another contract earlier, but we ended up scaling that one. Let's see, look at that price action. Definitely suggesting it might be trying to push bearish. I was looking at this order block down here, though, for a potential hold. This is a 1-minute fair value gap we're in right now. So we would need a 1-minute rejection out of it. But look at the sellers, pretty strong right now. If this 1-minute could pop, guys, I'm telling you, I will take another long on gold, but the issue is I would really only scalp it at this point. Every long on gold gets beat up. Okay, so again, re-entered, but we're being patient. I'd like to target back up to that 41. There we go. Beautiful. Get out of one contract right here. If it lets me, please let me. Oh. Yeah, gonna have to get out of some up there. If not all of them right now. Give me a pop on the one. Here we go. All right, added one, holding two. Beautiful. Tell you what, we'll play it safe. I'll get out of one more and I'll hold just one contract now. Because like I said, guys, these buyers have been having a little bit of a tough time, so I'm going to play it safely, holding just one long on gold. 5-minute looked okay to reject and hold this area to push higher, so I am going to hold this one last position. How's ES and NQ doing? Chopping around. Chopping their way higher, but chopping around. Let's take a look at Bookmap. Let's take a look at Footprint. What's gold telling us now? Well, gold is telling us now that we have had stronger negative volume, negative delta, and price action has been trying to fail too. So it's like the only thing that would be keeping me bullish is the fact that we're trying to create this higher low inside this demand zone after we swept a low right here. But if we do just keep going, we might just make a new low of day. Yeah, getting some selling pressure again on gold. We see that seller is starting to print. So we're going to be patient. We're going to see how we react. If we can get a pop, great. If we don't, we're out. Not looking good, though. We're going to probably, let's see. There we go. Give me something. Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me that which I desire. Yeah. Give me some cash gold. ES. What's going on, Belmont? Looking at ES. Let's take a look at it. Oh, here we go. ES. Get rid of this new indicator they added. The strong levels. I think it's strength level add-on. I do want to go back to gold, though, real quick, just to see. I mean, I feel like it could squeeze and pop, but I feel like sellers have just been, like, playing with the longs all day today. But that looks good for, like I said, a pop right here. Squeeze and a little pop. There we go. Come on, gold. If gold could close higher on the 5 on the 5-minute green, like somewhere up here, great, because now we just had our rejection candle into an order block here. We'll delete all the noise. Now what are we looking at? We had our break lower. We had our break back above this recent pivot market structure shift. And we had our 5-minute order block right here, which we just tested on the 5-minute time frame. So if we could, again, like I said, if we could continue or hold this zone and create a higher low, we could look to continue higher. Look at this, 29.45 on gold. Very strong price level right now, 29.45. So let's see. Hopefully it's not a spoof order. Again, guys, buyers have been getting slapped down all day today on gold. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go now. Market knows what we look for, so it might want to try to look bullish just for it to drop again. We have 1:09 left, but it also could have waited for the last minute of the 5-minute to finally give us a move. So we're going to be patient. We're going to see if these longs want to hold or if they want to fold. Right now they are struggling. We don't have that much resistance above head right now until 29.45, which gives me a little hope that we can move higher. So we're going to be patient on this, guys. 29.45 targets the upside. Followed by that, previous day high. I'd really like to see gold find its feet and continue. Let's check those higher time frames, though. Hourly looks like it could be closing potentially bearish. Same with the 90. 30-minute maybe bullish, but it's going to be so close, guys. Very tough spot right now. And when it's in a tough spot, we usually just want to be patient. We don't really want to be jumping the gun into anything. Especially because the higher time frame does look a little bearish, but if we're looking at the daily, it's like the daily was bullish. Daily even broke previous day high. So it's like if it could find some footing over here and trend for the rest of the day, then we could be looking for some nice longs. But the 2-hour closes in 5 minutes. Really need that to close above here. And we're going to be patient. We're just going to wait. We're going to let that 2-hour close. I can't believe it's already, oh, it's 10. I thought it was 11. Need us to push higher. I'm holding these longs because I like this price level, 29.44.90, 29.45. I don't like how that 5-minute closed, though. Let's see, 15-minute. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a weird spot on gold. And it's like I'd rather not be in any trades than hold it, but I'm already in this long trade. Entry wasn't too bad off the re-entry. And I want to see this buying accumulate. Look at this was good buying volume, so I want to see that continue. Let's check our footprint. Great volume analysis video, by the way, these trades today. There we go. Very nice. 45. I want to see 45. Nice. There we go. I was trying to get Phil to get out of a contract here. It didn't fill me because of the spread, so be a little careful on this. And guys, don't be trying to catch these breakouts on gold because it will fill you above where price is currently trading. And if it pulls back, you're going to immediately be in a red position, which we do not want to do as traders. All right, I'm going to get out of one contract. Come on, give me a little push here. Get me out of this. I don't trust these longs anymore. Sort of do. I don't know. You know what it is? It's that 2 hour that I really wanted to close green. But these sellers keep on trying to step in. Like I said, I don't want to be holding a long before the 2 hour closes. Because then I'm just asking for it. So I'm going to close out right there, guys. Closing out right there. Could have got out on that pop. But there wasn't much supporting either direction. So we're just going to be patient. We're going to let the market play out a little more. Let's check our time frame analysis. We're still holding this level of support down here, so it's not even like longs are completely wrong. We would just be a little more patient. ES and NQ giving us very choppy price action. We have a 15-minute fair value gap on the ES right here that we're currently holding. NASDAQ had a little bit of a 15-minute supply zone right here. Yeah, gold's weird right now. Wouldn't touch gold anymore. NQ, look at this resistance up here. 22,145. Hey, what's up, Jay Monroe? Are you in voice chat right now? Yes, you are. What's going on, my man? So you want to know a bit more about Edgeful and Bookmap? I could definitely put some videos together for those. I do have a Bookmap series out already, so that's got a lot of videos. If you go to the Bullishbrs YouTube channel, you could check out. I'll show you. Let's go. I wonder if I just look up Bullishbrs Bookmap, if it'll pull up the playlist. Look at that. Beautiful. So you could start with any of them, right? What is Bookmap Basics? And then from there, there's a playlist. Where is it? Where is it? Boop. Oh, come on. Bum, bum. It doesn't show the playlist? Come on now. There's gotta be.
Well, you can't play because it's not recess.
If you look up Bookmap playlist, maybe? Because you know what it is? I have them all in, like I said, a playlist. There it is, Bookmap playlist. I'll throw the link in the chat. And then I do have to make some more videos on Edgeful. I don't really have that many videos on Edgeful. I'll probably make an Edgeful series. All right, guys, so gold, we finally got that 2 hour close. And how did it close? Bearish. And how did I know? Well, we were sort of trying to go along there, but we had a 2 hour basing up here, which was sort of suggesting we should continue. But because we were at the bottom of our range, I was really looking for buyers to continue. And the reason for that is because gold on the daily time frame is still making all-time highs. So it's hard to go short against a very strong trend like that. So I was looking for trend continuation. We didn't really get that good of a play out today. So very small loss. Let's see, crude oil chopping around. No good price action there. We would have gotten chopped up. ES and NQ, sort of the same situation, right? There's not much good price action going on. We are rejecting the supply zone on the NASDAQ, but other than that, not really getting much going on. Absolutely, I got you. Bum, bum. As for so I use TradingView to place my trades. TradingView is what you see on the right-hand side over here. And I use what is it, Edgeful in the mornings to find like my price levels and stuff and like good setups, potential setups. And then I use Bookmap throughout the day for my volume analysis. Oh yeah, there you go. NASDAQ rejecting that supply zone. I'd like to see NQ pull back to 22,080. That is a 15-minute demand zone. Look at NAS go. YouTube guys, don't forget, hit that like button, that subscribe, do appreciate it. Look at gold also is dropping, guys. Gold's dropping, so glad we listened to our stop loss and got out. NQ still going, baby. Weighted index selling off. Not seeing much support here. I'd like to see NQ continue lower, but it's been very choppy price action today, which means a lot of these moves will not have continuation. Yeah. See that holding, this was an old level of supply, now it's support. So again, rocking a hard place. Supply up here, support down here. Don't forget, guys, happy Valentine's Day. Show some love to your loved ones. Get them some chocolates or something. There's no good setups. It sucks. Gee, happy Friday, right? How's the 15-minute look? Like garbage. 30-minute? Wiki garbage. Hourly, a little bullish. Let's check ES on Bookmap, see if we have any price levels we could use. I was going to say, why does it look like that? Because this thing was pressed down. Nope, not really seeing much here either. Look at that weighted index with the big pop. Let's take a look at our equities. I haven't covered equities yet today. Nvidia is above previous day high. Tesla was above previous day high, selling off. Apple above previous day high, pushing higher. Microsoft holding previous day low, and Meta above previous day high. So these are all a little bit of bullish factors in the market. There we go on ES. Let's see. I'd like to see if NASDAQ could create some divergence here. If ES can make a new high a day while NASDAQ makes a new low of day in the supply zone for a short. Because it's range bound. I'm not expecting us to break and continue higher here. There's ES new high a day. NAS is already in some resistance. Weighted index looking a bit bearish too. So let's see, we'll take a light NAS short. See if we do want to trend back lower a little bit range bound. But right now, look at that price action trying to push us up.
so range bound. I had to move my range down to 20.
Oh my god! I know. I was gonna say the range is super low on this.
Bad. Yeah, it's really bad. But you have to move range down when it does this, and then you can at least get some scalps.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see how we react to this 135 level. 135 is like in that supply zone. Okay, so we're in that 135. I wanted us to hold it. Continue lower. So if we could start to reject, I'll take a short on NAS. If we don't, then we might get a new high a day. We got to see. I really wanted that weighted index to sell off. Okay, it's a nice little rejection there. No, buyer's still trying. Buyer's not going anywhere anytime soon. We're going to be patient. Very poor market conditions, guys. Poor market conditions means we size down or don't trade. It's the way we keep our accounts profitable and okay, and not stressed during our trades. Boom. All right, so Ray, I took a small long, stopped out. That's okay. Light positions, poor market conditions. Gold, what's gold doing, man? Gold finding support, finding resistance, finding support, finding resistance. Crude oil, on the other hand, what's crude doing? Well, crude looks better to the downside. Looks like a more clean trend. There goes crude oil. Nice, nice. Careful on crude here because we do have these double lows, this double bottom right here. So we don't really want to be taking a breakout in case we pull back. But we do have better selling pressure on crude oil. Look at that NAS new high, ES new high. Love it. Weighted index trying to move up. Apple new high a day. Tesla trying to move up again. Now, NVIDIA's got some poor price action. If NVIDIA was cleaner to the upside, I would be taking some longs on NQ, but it's fairly choppy, and so is everything else. The time right now is 10:08. Let's see if we have a 15-minute orb. Here's our orb high, our orb low. So we got to break out so far on the orb. And guys, look at how the orb could have kept us in line and not taking any trades, right? Because we didn't have that like strong breakout until just now. And even now, we don't know if we're going to close above it. So we're going to be patient. And that's a great way to use the orb. Get back to ES and NQ. ES running into some resistance, building some support. How can I watch the futures courses on Next Level? So the futures courses, the program I mentioned earlier, it's not on the Next Level library yet. I'm going to finish out the sessions, their live sessions. I'm going to finish those out, and then I'm going to edit them, package them, and then I'm going to get them up on Bullishbrs. Tabitha, if you want, are you a monthly now, or are you, let me see. Let me see. What's the
This thing runs. You got 22, 29 before there's resistance.
Yeah.
Watch Tesla. It made a pin bar, reversal pin bar, so maybe we're gonna push it back up.
We're on the 1 minute.
for the push on NQ right now.
All right, my bad. It's taking care of something. Kavith, I'm gonna have them take care of that for you. Absolutely, guys. I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You know what it is? I ran this is, where is it? So the futures program I mentioned, that's through my site, my coaching business. And I told Bullishbrs, because Bullishbrs is owned by Lucian, that of course, whatever I do, whatever I put together education-wise, whatever the case may be, Bullishbrs, I always want to give you guys access. Now, the reason that this is 400 and it's separate at first is because this is for live sessions. People are able to ask questions, interact. It's a little bit more one-on-one. And again, like I said, this is going to go up to 1,000 once this is on the Bullishbrs website. And the reason for that is because it's sort of in its, what's it called, a beta stage, where we're just sort of testing, getting things rolling. But yeah, we'll get that going. We'll get everything going for everybody. All right, Naz, anything? I want to see this 15-minute close above the orb. That would be the only way I would consider taking longs. And if we do get that, I want us to close above this red level. And I want to see that work as support. So this 5-minute we're on right now, I cannot have it pull back. I want to see this continue. Look at Naz, is at a level of support right now. Let's see if we want to hold this.
Just watch that one. Just need it.
Nice. I want to see NASDAQ hold this 22,140 right now. So I'm taking a light long on NASDAQ. 21.42 is my stop loss. There we go. Minute 6 left. Give me a little pop. There we go. Some volume coming in. Okay. Oh, nope. Struggling a bit. There we go. Something. Give me a little piece of the cake. A little piece of the pie. 40 seconds left. Give me that break. It's struggling. I'm going to get out for a scalp. Nice little scalp on Naz. A couple points. I think 10 points, 5 points. What'd I get in? Got in 22146, out at 50. Yeah, so like a little 4-point move on Naz. Very tight range today. Very weird. NQ rejected previous day high. Oh, I don't have previous day high on NQ right now. That's important. Oh, nope. NQ is pushing higher. Yeah, no.
NQ has a characteristics of trying to take your money and then rip somewhere.
Yeah.
So I moved down and yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Naz long right here on this test of the orb and test of this fair value gap. Okay, let's see. Ooh, if it stays melting like this, I'm not taking anything. Nope.
If this thing goes down, I got some lower levels here, all the way down at 2294.
If we reclaim 22,140, I would take a long, but we would have to reclaim that on pullback right now. I do like that we made that big break and everything. When the 5-minute just opened, so it could be a bit of a stop hunt and a retest of the orb. So we'll try a light long. There we go. See if we can make a new high a day again. Because remember, guys, we just made new high a day twice, 2 candles in a row now. So even though we did get a bit of a pullback when this 5-minute opened up, we were bullish these last few candles. Nice reaction, beautiful. Gonna stay patient. We're still a choppy market, so we're gonna wait. There we go, beautiful, good buying. Want to see that delta, good volume, great. Definitely considering getting out here for a scalp because that was a great entry, but that was because of how great of an entry it is. Look at that, could hold this for a little bit. Give me that run up. Look at that. Now my entry was at 39. So now I'm looking at another 10, 15 points on NQ. Give me a run. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Huge. Give us a new high a day. I'm going to get out there. This struggle right here, this resistance, it's not worth it for me to get 5 more points or 10 more points right now. It could. It definitely could. My entry was really clean down here. But because of the range-bound price action, I'd rather call it a scalp and call it a day on that. So that was a nice little momentum move. Caught that pullback. Crude still dropping like it's hot. Ooh, look at gold, man. Gold said, I'll see you later. I want to go to that other demand zone. Damn, gold broke previous day low. That's crazy, man. That is nuts. Still going. Wow. Glad I got out of NASDAQ, by the way.
I made some paper on that.
Yeah. Dude.
I already took my scalps because I had to move downrange, and I basically shorted near the top on paper down to the 94 level. I'm gonna front run that level a bit, but
yeah.
Serious paper, buddy.
That's great. This was my scalp on NQ. Dude, I'm glad I got out. I got in these longs down here. Is that like 22,139? I got out at 52, so like 13 points. But look at that immediately. Crazy drop. That would have stopped me out down here for a loss.
I need to figure out how to get more efficient with clicking between my Apex account and my regular account.
Do you?
$100. I got $200 on my Apex account, but by the time I switched to my other account to click the button, I was $29 in the red. Come on, man.
Do you have what kind of computer you use?
I use a Mac.
Oh, I use a Mac. Okay, I was gonna say I use Windows, and Windows like it'll sometimes allow you to save logins and passwords. So if you have like multiple accounts, you could like quickly just like log out, click the next one, log out, click the next one. Why do you have to type it in?
If you use the browser, you can run an Apex account in one browser. And your regular Trader Bait in another browser.
Yeah. So why don't you just do that?
So that's what I'm doing. It's just that I had them on 2 separate screens. By the time it took me to move from one screen to the other,
Yeah.
If it was a touch screen, it would have been easy. Boom, boom,
Right.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to see how NASDAQ reacts to this 22,113 up, 133 up here.
Alpha gave a half of that nice, beautiful move he made. I mean, it's $29 is not bad, but it's just a psychological factor of like it took me 2 seconds to move from one screen to the other, and it bummed out.
Right.
Messes up my stats here, man.
You can't copy account? Could you copy trade to like multiple different logins, like with Ninja Trader or something?
No, I'm not. Ninja is so sketchy, man. I run Ninja on a VM, and it freezes sometimes. I don't know. It's not. I don't trust Ninja.
Yeah. All right. I want to see NAS continue lower off this inverse fair value gap. It gave me a pretty crap fill. Yeah, it's probably just going to stop me right out. Because the market knows everybody's shorting this inverse fair value gap. I'm going to get right out.
My paper shorts, man.
What'd you say?
It knows my paper shorts. Why does it care so much? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what like ICT said. It knows his paper position. So
Dude, ICT's a funny guy, man.
He cracks me up. He's like, it knows my position. You're like, knows your face. position.
All right, now I'm taking that right there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
I mean, the volume is just in this little area right here. It's just, holding it there, man. But if we break down, we can go to 22,100 and maybe like 2250. Yeah, I had that 94 level, but I like to front run them just to be safe.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, I see why you're talking about the 94 level, because there was a lot of consolidation in that little area over there. Yeah. On the one big thing is on range, if you're trying to look for bigger levels, like 30-minute candles, 1-hour candles, that's essentially like saying 400 range. So then you take the 400 range candle, so you know what direction it might go, but also what if it's going to come back, it's the 0.5 of it, right? So the 0.5 of it's 94. So if it's going to come back into range, it's going to hit 50% of that range, 40, 50% of that range kind of thing.
That's pretty cool. Yo, you should make a video, like a tutorial type video on how you use like the range bars and stuff, range candles.
Yeah, just exactly how you trade, just on range, like exactly like you go through your levels, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. If you have, it seems high, but it's 4,000 is, think of it like a weekly level or maybe a 2-3 day level. But you need to stay like in even numbers. But the 4,000 range tells you that, okay, so it closed one, right? That's why I was long yesterday, the whole time, or why we got our position yesterday.
Right.
And then today it made a bit of a high, but if you look at it, overnight it didn't do anything. So what you do is you just copy the percentages over, and then you move down like what you do. So you have your levels, and you know what I mean? They get tighter.
Yep.
It's really, I can make a video on it, but it's exactly like yours, but like everything with range is equal, meaning $4,000 or $1,000 has to close, mandatory.
Right.
I don't care where, but it has to close up or down.
Well, that's the cool part about it. That's really cool because it's another perspective on price action other than like order, like Bookmap is order flow. We're not using candlesticks to look at price action here. Range, that's different from time frame analysis because you're not looking at a time frame, you're looking at a range, and that's really freaking cool.
Range is similar to tick.
No.
Yeah. Range is non-time based, like tick, I guess. But the thing about range is the defining.
That's how many orders go through.
You create. Yeah, tick is orders, and range must complete your set analysis. So 4,000 is $1,000. It has to complete that. Doesn't matter where, but it has to complete. Yeah. What size range bars do you use? I trade on, so that's the thing. So when it's consolidating, you can choose to not trade, right? That's smart sometimes. But if you're a scalper, you can just move down range. So when it's consolidating, I went to 20 or 40. Most of the time I stick within 60, the median. And when it's really pumping or moving, I go 80 or 100. So you can see I go 60 is my middle, then I go 40, 20 if it's tight, and 80, 100 if it's moving. Then on my levels, kind of like Kevin, because I trade like that, I just trade support resistance or whatever, order block, whatever you want to call it. I like on the range candles, it's like the bottom one or the fair value gap, right? The fair value, they call it fair value. I call it imbalance, right?
Same.
So just kind of like Kevin, where it's like if it's coming down and you have a fair value gap, but just below that you have an order block, or what you call an order block, a support for range. I'm not going to consider necessarily the fair value gap. I'll look at it, but then I'm thinking it's going to blow by and hit that order block. You know what I mean? And vice versa. If there's an order block and then just below it is a fair value gap, I'm thinking it's going to blow under it, right? Hit the fair value gap and possibly make that resistance, that order block, flipping it to a breaker block, whatever you call them.
Nice, dude.
Like right now, I'm sure Kevin has the same, but I'm on range, so I have it as that level at 4250. That range candle, we flipped it from bearish to bullish. So if I was scalping, I automatically changed my narrative to scalp long bias based on that being a temporary support, right? And then it's in another resistance. So it's got its range bound. It could really tear you up.
It's funny. I feel like there's a difference between choppy markets and range-bound markets. Like I could trade a range-bound market, but a choppy market, gross. Yo, gold is selling off like a hotcake right now, by the way. I guess something I should have noticed on gold, look at that, holy crap, was we did have a negative CVD, that's the cumulative volume delta. So since, let's see, wow, look at all that selling. Look at all those chicken. Look at all that selling. So over here was where we were trading some longs. We were able to profit off some longs. It was off of demand zone. It's pretty strong, gave us some good volume, but there was no recent support. Right now on Bookmap, we look for the heavy levels, the orange levels or red levels, whatever color they look like, and we'll look for them to be somewhere just sitting there, not stagnant or it's moving back and forth, but just sitting there. We did not have that, so we ended up finding some support. We had, look at the divergence in the CVD and the volume. So the CVD, excuse me, made a higher low right here, where the price made a lower low. So that's divergence. And let's see if I could use the line tool. So we made a low on price, but we made a higher low on CVD. It doesn't let me draw on there. Made a higher low on the CVD. So sort of like we would see divergence on RSI. But regardless, the CVD was still very red and it was still trying to move lower. So that was very bearish. Should have definitely noted that. But that's why we, take it easy, know how much our risk is, and follow our what's it called? Our system, right? If I'm risking X amount and I hit X amount of losses, then my max amount I could lose in a day is set. The max amount I can make in a day is either set or unlimited if the market is giving me good potential setups, right? So that's where we could let our winners win and really cut our losses short. So those are range candles on TradingView.
Yeah, you could do range candles. This is Motivewave. This is my trading software.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same. Like you could do the same, right? So you can see that we hit a resistance. It tightens you up. This is where it takes you money. So let's say you notice it. Well, I mean, you're the same, but let's say I'm a scalper only. I'm like, man, this is tight. Do I really want to get into something tight like this, right? You see how it's taking your money?
Right.
So it's not giving you levels to trade, at least from a scalper's point of view. You keep moving it, like I move it nonstop, but it also says like, whoa, this is tight. This is going to like hurt you bad. So then you just back off until the range opens up a bit, right?
Yep. Got you. Okay, cool. Very cool. I want to see if this zone holds on NAS. We got some buying delta right here.
Good example, it held here, so we'll take a picture of this. We don't know if it will, but I'll just take a picture just as an example. So let's say this range opens up here, then you take a trade right here as a scalp. Let's say you're practicing it right here. So the range is open. You see that? Now it's open a bit. So you're like, okay, then I can risk because it opened up to the upside. So
right.
This is only on paper, so I don't care if I lose this, but I'm going to long this on paper just as an example, scalp. Just because it hit that level, and you just practice it that, and then you have your stop, which is the bottom of the blue. If you're wrong, you just keep your you don't get rid of your technique, right?
Right. Yep. Never get rid of your technique. Got to stick to it.
You stick to it on practice. Like you never, like when you're learning the system, it's like hundreds of trades if you're a scalper. It's 100 on the swing.
Right.
So it's like 1,000 on a scalper. Okay.
Right.
Does that I know it makes sense to you, but to everyone else, it makes sense. So there was my trade right there. It's fake, okay? It's fake. But you see that? So you knew you had a defining stop loss and you had your get out. And the only reason you took it was the range opened up. That's it. So then we move it like this down.
I wish I could zoom this in. I can't.
And it's tight again. So at least for me, I know this is like a lot, but just as an example. So for me, I'm like, well, it's sort of tight again. It could go down. It didn't hit any levels I like. So now I'm gonna chill, and I might take that. If it went up to that red, it might take that down. But you can see it's tightening up again to take your money all the way down to we have that level at 95. So this is very much trying to just hurt traders. In fact, I don't know about anybody else, but I had an easy week. So
yeah, this week was pretty nice.
Today, like scared.
I know, right? When you have a good Monday through Thursday, you know Friday's gonna be crap.
They're gonna take your money.
Yep.
So, I was out early and I'm like, I'll practice this, and sure enough, it's tight, it's hard, it's gonna piss you off. So, but that doesn't mean you can't take every trade. Like right now, it's too tight. Like there's a lot of pictures, but I'll give you an example. It's gonna want to entice you to take this trade. Maybe it bounces, but like look at how tight they're doing this, and if you practice enough, you're like, oh geez, look at this. So you think that it's loose, but it's not, because your next up is always the red has to move down. It's got you in this really tight range where you're going to lose a lot of money, right? So then you don't take anything as a result, basically.
Yep. Yo, gold has just dropped like crazy. I want to see if gold gave us any potential setups that we could have taken. I suppose, right? We had this fair value gap that Marcus pointed out this morning. Marcus, great job with that. I think if you're still in here, yeah, you're still in here. They rejected it at first, then we pushed into. Now, again, I was trying to go along because we had this demand zone, and at this point, this was the bottom of our range. Before we got this move lower, we could even do the replay mode, because remember, we don't have that information. This was the bottom of our range, right? Look down here. So people held as support down here for a while. So that's how I was able to take some profits on some gold longs, even though we ended up selling off today. But where would our potential entry be? You know, there's a big fair value gap. It's a 5-minute. So we have it on the 15-minute as well, because I usually like to see a 15-minute and a 5-minute line up together. So we had a 15-minute right here. And again, this is all hindsight trading. We'll never trade hindsight, never trade 2020 like that. But we could always journal our trades and reassess the market. So next time it happens, we're going to be more aware and prepared. So now I have the 15 and I have the 5 marked out. Go back to the 5-minute, and I see the 15 broke by only a few wicks. So that would have been a pretty strong sign to me that sellers are there. Now, I would also want to confirm that with Bookmap, right? So this is when price is all the way at 29.48. And I remember saying this morning that we kept finding resistance on Bookmap, right? All morning, I kept saying buyers kept batting down the sellers, which means at sellers kept batting down the buyers, which means at some point, these buyers are going to get exhausted because they keep trying and failing versus trying and continuing. They're trying, failing, trying again, failing. They're going to get too tired, run out of liquidity positions, whatever you want to call it, and they're going to fail. And that's exactly what we got today. Like oh my goodness, that's crazy. All right. Let's see what's crude oil doing. Also was bearish today on crude too. So we had our gap fill price was at 71.41, and we hit that right here on this candle. But we usually don't trade gap fill on crude. Let's check the stats of the gap fill on crude. If that is a good enough stat, then maybe we will bring it to the table. Back to what's in play. CL and gap fill. That's ES. I'm going to do CL. Okay, so standard gap fill, 67% of the time, almost 80% of the 80, wow, almost 70% of the time we get the gap fill. 7 out of 10 trading days, we're hitting that gap fill price level. So that's a pretty high probability. 70%, 7 out of 10, that's pretty strong. Now, if you start getting a trade setup that works a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, and you have that 70% hit, you know, that's in our favor. That's sort of where things start to line up. Now let's check. We are at standard. Let's check by weekday. Gap up 71% on Fridays, right? And look at the past 5 Fridays, the past 3 in a row have all hit that gap fill. So that's pretty strong. And then gap downs, 4 out of 5. But we're looking at gap up because today the price opened above it, which means we gapped above it. So it was a gap up, 71% chance. The past 3 in a row filled the gap. Today marks 4 in a row. So that's one way we could use the gap fill on crude oil. Pretty cool. NQ back at VWAP. Let's check it out. Nice. Beautiful. Random, thank you for the breakdown on that. Awesome stuff, dude.
Yeah, no problem. It takes a while to learn, right? So.
Yep. Everything that's worth it does.
I mean, the only difference between the way you're doing it and I'm doing it, I'm just using range, but like I do exactly, I call support, and I know it's wrong, but you're like order blocks.
Yeah.
It's just easier for me to think of like support resistance because I'm moving around support resistance.
100%.
But it's the exact same, and I'm personally not, all the years I've been training, I've only found that like that type for me works. Right?
Yep.
I'm not saying like everybody's different, but that type works for me, right?
Yep. Absolutely. Good. That's awesome, man. That's great. And guys, just because range works for him doesn't mean it'll work for you, right? All in a sense of, what works for person A doesn't work for person B and vice versa. What will work for you is something that you feel you could almost like click with, right? For me, it was supply and demand. For Random, it was the ranges. What's that? Oh, yep. Let's take a look at NQ pulling back. I do want to take a look at gold hitting this fair value gap that formed on that previous day's low. Pull up Bookmap real quick. Got some support right here, heavy support, 29.14 over here. Look how strong this is. 480 lots sitting right there. Passive buyers on gold. NQ, I wouldn't really be looking for any shorts at the moment. Same way I wouldn't really be looking for longs. I guess we're at this order block right here that we're trying to hold. But just very range-bound price action, very choppy price action. And we're going to be patient. Oh, shit. It's Jeremy. Get out. Guys, everybody run. Get down. The Fed's here. What's up, Jeremy? That handsome photo. Look at this dude. Looking pretty fly.
I think I was maniacal in that picture. I look like a villain.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. I see that.
All I need is just to put a most wanted sign on top of it.
Yeah, I sort of want to take NQ long.
Thanks for the props on the video. It took me a while to find the conditions and timing and everything to align to make that video, but there it is.
Let's take NQ long. Going just one contract right here.
Even though the dogs barked in the middle of it for a second.
Stop loss is tight. Stop loss is at oh, I'm looking at the 1 minute over there. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm like, why does my chart over here look different? This is my entry right here. Stop loss right there. Entry was right here. Stop loss right here. I just want to see us take that pivot, little 2-to-1. Might not get it. Price has been very choppy. I wanted the 5 minute though to hold this, but look at that boom sellers. Hey yo. Oh, didn't stop out. They might on this one. Hey yo. All right. We're gonna be patient. This is that bottom though, so I wouldn't look for shorts here. Right, we were holding over here before. Pretty strong area of buyers on the delta right there. But then we have some strong sellers right below that for a pretty wide range. Yep. Let's wait. See how Naz wants to react.
I've been waiting for it all morning.
What are you looking for? Another level to the downside?
94. I've been saying
94.
5 of the 400. So that's the range came to close on the 400, which is 100 points. It made a bit of a high, which it normally does, but when it comes back in, it could go down 40 or 50%, right?
Yep.
So then that's 50% is 94, and 40% is probably where we're at right now. Let me look.
Got you. Finding some support right here. There we go. Nice. Give me something. Ah, boo.
Next, I'm gonna go play with TPO and compare it to.
Yeah, I was worried what you were about to say.
40%. It was 40% exactly, basically, of that last range, like kind of like when you're looking at the 2 hour or 4 hour or 1 hour even. Same idea.
Yep.
But it was 40% of it, and it does that a lot. 40, 50%. 50, like I said, 50% being a good buy because anything 50% off, and that's at 94.
Right. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I want to see buyers hold here on Bookmap, but they're struggling right now. Yeah. Come on, buyers. We got support sitting at this 11, though. 111. I'm sorry, resistance right here, resistance. If we could pop above that, great. If we don't, probably going to go make our way to that 94 that Mr. Random has been preaching about. Oh, wait. Oh, some volume took that out. Let's see. Do we stay range bound? Do we stay with just one breakout today? We've only broken the orb to the upside so far today. But the downside target on the orb is 22,090. So near your 94, right below your 94. I personally wanted to see buyers hold this, but it's not looking like it. I mean, they are, but sellers keep stepping in. We don't want to counter trend trade. We don't want to fight against anything. So if we don't know, we don't know, and we stay on out. So give me a break higher. No, I want my boy Random to go make his shmoney today. Are you in any shorts targeting 94?
So it hit a good range level there, but I missed it. So I'm kind of forced to wait now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what happens at that 94, just because I missed it.
Gotcha.
It hit a good range level though on a higher, on the 60 and only trade.
Yeah. There we go, longs.
And it actually hit a really good level if we're gonna pump here as well.
Yeah, I'm still in my one long at 22,108. 22,108.
Great mind. That's exactly where I went long.
Nice. Boom.
22,128 on this exit.
Boom.
This could be a good move up to that 120. Well, I guess what's the meat?
I'm gonna get out right there. That was a nice little strong pump.
126 or whatever is the meat.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good buyers. I almost want to get back in this.
I'm still in.
Nice.
Limit order at 128.
All right, guys. Jeremy's taking over. See you guys later.
Wait, that Kev, you see that? That's on 60. I normally trade 60, so you can see it hit that good level, like that you'd call that an order block, right?
Yep.
Okay, so same thing. So support on range, and then you have what you would also call an order block, but high. So it's a range, right?
Yep.
It's a range that you can trade in. So you see how it hit that 126.50, the meat, that would be sort of what you would do too, right? Because you'd bring it up to the bottom of it to be safe, right? To get out. You wouldn't bring it in the middle just to be safe, right? Typically on an order block, or do you go right in the middle of it if you're going to exit?
I'll usually do a little below the middle sometimes. It depends the reaction. If we're reacting right to the top, I'll keep it sort of towards the middle. But
right.
Yeah, it's usually never right at the bottom. Because at that point, we're probably just going to drop.
I'm trespassing. I jumped the fence to get here.
Dude, I can't go. First off, gold rejected that 5-minute fair value gap. So, to a tick.
If it continues up, then this becomes
Nas is continuing.
A breaker block, so that's support if it does. And then you just move it up, and then it's like if it comes back to it, you go along to the next one. I guess because you can't call markets, you just kind of play levels like Donkey Kong, right?
I like that. That's cool, man.
Oh, if we
messed with the standard deviation indicator, it would look like the Donkey Kong.
Yeah. It just keeps you safe. Like on 60, it's rejecting before hitting the high, so it's in like the no trade zone. Like I don't trade in the zone unless I was going to go short here, which you don't want to do that if it's bouncing this, three bouncing this good. So you just wait. But the point is just like an order block, you don't know what it's going to do. It could break or block it if it's off a good low. So it's better to wait for support. Or I guess if you're bearish, then you'd be short here.
Yep, orb. Marcus just pointed out the orb would have been a nice little setup on gold today. See that we had to break down on our orb. Good call, Mr. Marcus. Good eye. That's why I like, trading with the community as well. Other than obviously teaching and everything, I like to be able to work with you guys too. Because what if you guys see something I don't see and vice versa, right? There's a reason that the big institutions, they're trading in big firms with other traders and not trading alone. Not GMT, it's great minds think alike, but more two heads is better than one type of deal.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that talks about their trades. I don't know anyone. Usually, like, nobody talks about their trades ever.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Like, you always do. You're like, look, I'm going to do this, that, the other thing, right? I'm going to do this. This is why I'm doing this.
Right.
And I'm going here. Right or wrong, you're doing it. You're like, this is...
Yeah.
Because you're going to, like, it's about retention of profits. So if you're wrong 60, as far as financially, but
right.
Like 40, then that's profitable. Like, the best you can hope for is 30, 40% out of the market.
Yep.
So, but nobody wants to even risk that conversation. They also don't want to risk saying, like, I mean, who do you know that's, like, more than 30, 40% profitable take home?
Right.
Like the best traders in the world, maybe in their whole career, become 50-50 profit. Like, after 30 years of trading, they'll become a 50% profit trader.
Yeah. No, it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort and dedication. Lots of time.
It just becomes like sizing what you want to make a year, and then that 50% retention. If that's 100,000 retention, but you lost, you made 200, you lost 100 of that, you kept 100, right? That's
right.
The best you go for.
Yep. Damn, Naz, I can't believe I got out. I got out way too early. I got out down here, man. Is that only 10 points? No way. That's only like 13 points. All right, I ain't tripping over 13 points. But that's because that's the range we're given today. Another day, this move right here could have been 20, 30 points. So...
yeah, that's telling you it's going to take everybody's money and then pump or dump. You don't know, right?
Yeah.
Your money, then it does it.
I'm going to wait.
What are your thoughts on the Texas, security exchange that's going to open in Dallas?
Well, the thing is, like, why and what? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to have the regular stuff? Obviously, what are they going to be trading? What are they going to be offering? Are people going to...
Yeah, so they're competing with the New York, exchange.
Right.
On listing, and they will accept double listings of companies. I'm actually heading to Dallas this afternoon. I'm looking at properties nearby where they're going to open a place.
That's cool.
Yeah,
you buying me a place for the summer?
I'm buying it before the hedge fund people start coming in,
There you go. Sell it back to them at a quadruple the rate.
Yep, that's exactly what we're doing today. We're heading out there for the weekend. There's like 15 properties on the list to look at.
Yo, Nas Longs looks so good here, man. Especially with that weighted index pushing higher.
We're on top of a 3-minute squeeze.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking it here because we are at the top of the orb too. So it's like I don't want to go long at the highs, but we got some room probably.
We might make it back up to 22,163 area.
22,163. Let's see. Yeah, and I was hoping we'd go make a new high today because listen, we broke orb to the upside on ES and NQ. Ooh, I just noticed ES broke the orb to the downside on that last 5-minute that reversed, while NASDAQ did not. I'd really like an entry at this order block on the 5-minute on NASDAQ. Yo, what's it called? I was doing the earnings call yesterday with Benzinga, and my price levels were fire. I was like, I'd like 107.70, for us to stay a bit bullish, and then you get earnings and it goes like right above that 107.70. Like even today, it's holding it. Oh, and it held my 104.61. Great analysis, great breakdown. Yeah, Crocs had earnings. They had a double beat, which is great. Stock-wise, analysis-wise, guys, it was oversold on RSI and MACD. Crocs was definitely in a better place to go long down here around 92, 80s, 88. It's at 108 now. All-time highs on it are, I believe it's 183.88. So it does still have a ways to go. If we measure that out, ROI-wise, invest now, and if it hits all-time highs, it's a 40% return on investment on the stock if you bought it now and it made all-time highs. But obviously that does take time. It's not going to happen overnight. Except if it's GameStop. No, I'm just kidding. GameStop could just do that because why not? Look at Nas is making new highs again. Not yet, but it's...
GameStop is getting into the crypto world apparently, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
A lot of sellers at 22,150, man.
Well, I like this 22,142 over here. This was resistance. Now we broke it. I want to see it as support.
Now, with having a lot of sellers, that means that the buyers are coming through. They'll ride them right over it. And that's what happened. Just absorb it all.
Oh, yeah, buyers are definitely here. I mean, right from... Damn, man, my entry at... What was it, 108? 22,108.
Yeah, I got out too soon, too, man.
That's why I usually like to trade with at least 2 contracts. I could scale out. That one I went really light. I only took 1.
And we're heading back to the 163.
New high of day. Bum, bum, bum. Damn, Nas.
I mean, I didn't know where it was going, but I knew it was gonna. When it was that tight, it was gonna mess around with you and then move.
No, I know, me too.
You don't know where, but.
Yep. Yeah, that thing said, see ya. Yo, I want us to edge that new high a day and pull back and give me my entry. Like, I want people to chase this up here for the market to pull back and then for us to give us another pop.
Look at 160 and then.
Yeah.
From a TPO standpoint, like I was saying yesterday, the break of the orb, which it did, it's between 25% and 50% of the opening range, right? You just move it on top, and if it fails there,
here comes new high,
just like yesterday.
Right. Here comes new high a day on Nas. I could feel it. It's itching for that 22,160. Can't take it long up here. I'd rather, you know what it is, guys? When I want to go long on a trade and that move already started, I'm going to wait till we get some type of 5-minute to go red or give us some type of low on a 5 and go long while that 5 is red in the anticipation that this is going to be a trend. We're getting a reaction, and that going long on the wick will be a lot better than going long up here in the middle of the body. There it is. New high a day. Beautiful. Damn, man. 50 points, bro. That's crazy. Gold.
I only scalped like 18 in that.
Pop, pop, pop. Oh, Naz. All right, if we could scale over this with strength, then this becomes my new area of support.
All right, it was nice to produce one more video.
Nice, thank you. Oh, where'd my tool go?
See you guys.
See ya. Damn, man. And we did break previous day high, right? We knew we were bullish today on ESNQ. Gotta remember, bull markets are a little bit harder to trade. Those mornings are a lot choppier. They need your liquidity.
Only you it in 2009, right?
Yeah, right? What was I doing? In like school or something, like learning. And it's just like, I should be investing in a video.
I remember in the 90s just sitting down with a newspaper looking at freaking stock quotes.
Dude, look at that 1 minute, man. That's monstrous right there. I caught my long right here. No, it was in the zone. It was in the zone, man. Wild. Sorry, we'll wait for the pullback now.
ES is behind, so you gotta wait for it to catch up.
Yeah, well, ES better pick up its slack.
Alright, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out for the day and the weekend here. Monday, I believe we are closed Monday.
Yeah?
According to Cigna, because it's President's Day and
Oh.
Americans won't get another day to take off. So y'all have a good weekend. And those of you that want to pop in this afternoon, Cigna runs the 2 p.m. stream. And he likes to get chatty, and there's a great time to come in and ask questions and talk that has nothing to do with trading at the very moment about price levels, but just about trading strategies and stuff in general. So always a good time to come in and talk to one of the mods. Other than that, I'll see you guys Monday or Tuesday or whatever. I don't know.
See you soon. See you around, Marziti. Have a good one, man. Ooh, I ended up getting filled on a long on NQ, but it gave me not the best fill. I'll hold it for a sec. Really want to see these buyers continue. Hold this level of resistance, turn to support. Come on, give me that pop. It's trying. There we go. There we go. Come on. Another little run, please. What if I say please, NASDAQ? What if I say pretty please with a cherry on top? Don't stop out my last contract. Nope. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're chilling today, guys. Not bad. Not bad. Recognize direction. Could have held longer. Going to be focusing, guys, right? So let every day contribute to your next trading day. So I know that today would have been a better day to trade the NASDAQ and ES later in the day, not in the morning when we open, but a little later, like 10:30 maybe. So I'm going to remember that for Monday to expect or look for that type of chop in the morning. Use my orb. I'm going to remember. I'm even going to write down somewhere. Use the orb, right? The orb strategy is going to be what I'm prioritizing Monday and Tuesday. Well, Monday on NASDAQ and ES. Gotta let the market speak to me. Speak to you. Say hello. Hell no. Wow, look at that. This was that other area where I have right here. Edit this drawing. Pull it out. Whip it out. Pull it out. Whatever it out.
This is that distance I was talking about for range where it pumps up, and then if it's going to reverse, it gives you a big range to speculate in.
Yep. Yeah, I like this was an area of support before. I'll take another little long. Stop loss right below. So if it stops me out right away, that's fine. It's a light position. Expecting a quick reaction. Long NQ. Off of this zone. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Let's go, baby. There we go. Come on. Come on, I need that 5 to keep going now. Huge, guys. Huge. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Huge. That's what I'm talking about. Patience, patience, patience. Could look to get out of a contract here to get out into some strength because we don't know if we do want to continue lower. I'm going to hold. I have just one contract at the moment. We're going to be a little patient here. There we go. Give me that push. I like that buying that's trying to push up here. Good positive delta. Positive delta at these price levels. There we go. Oh, some sellers trying to step in here. Be careful. I'm going to be patient. Not a fan of those sellers. I really want to see us wick back up. This is the 5 minute. There we go. Staying patient on that 5. 1 minute looks like it could possibly push lower, so we're going to be a little careful. And if we do struggle at this level, again, I'm just going to hit exit position. So right here, if we don't break, I'm right on out. If we break, I'm holding. All right. There's a little bit of a break. If we struggle, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not even going to. And if it continues, it continues. I'm out. We're playing it safe. Cool, calm, and collective. We're in a range. We want to take scalps in a range. Beautiful. That was an amazing, amazing little way to end the day right there. Perfect. Great. That was awesome. What time is it? Look at that. 11:03. Boom, boom, boom. YouTube, hit the like button. Discord, hit the love button. Love you guys. Oh, look at the buyers, man. I'm telling you. Love that. Love that. You find that range. You find the trend. Just follow it. Follow it. Follow it. Love it. Beautiful. Definitely considering getting back in right here, but like, no. That was a great trade. Great job today, guys. I hope you guys all learned something. You know, today was a great earlier learning process on the on gold and order flow. So that was a good day today on that. And then NAS, we caught some nice NAS trades end of day today. So that was pretty cool too. If we get a pop here on NAS, that'd be clean. No, we're not going to. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe. I don't know. And when you don't know, you don't take any trades. Guys, have a great day. Have a good weekend. If you got any questions, please let me know. If you guys have any video ideas, like tutorial video recommendations or ideas, please let me know too. Could definitely work on some stuff. Weekends is usually when I like to try to get those videos out. So definitely let me know, guys. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Take care, man. Take care, everybody. And stream, you guys show some love. Hit that like.